G'day everyone. What's up? Welcome back to the Pint Party Twitch channel. Oh my god, I needed that. Oh. So today, continuing on with Exapunks, I tried to come up with a creative .exe name for the social sharing stuff. But the one I came up with, Twitch didn't like. Twitch was like, this might be in violation of the policy. I'm like, it was brain gains, by the way. I thought brain and gains, it's kind of like it's lifting, but instead of lifting with your body, it's with your brain. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was funny, but the powers, the Twitch AI was like, maybe not. So, yeah, so that's why it's called brainlifting.exe. So today, what are we looking at? This level, UC Berkeley. Ooh, is this going to be an easy one or a hard one? Because Unknown Network was pretty easy, but the highway sign took a while. So it seems to be hard, easy, seems to be how it... Although, hang on, before we did the highway sign, we did the copy shop, and that was and the snacks net. Those were pretty straightforward. So, I don't know. But I did take the liberty of opening up the manual beforehand. I'm going to bring that over to the language reference guide, though, because we're still going to need that. Alrighty. So what's UC Berkeley? Restore a file from an antiquated backup system. Oh, that seems pretty straightforward. Okay, so they just want to recover data. Which means probably sending an exit to the rubbish bin, pulling the thing out the trash. Okay, connect to network. There's another file I want to grab. Oh crap. Okay, nope. So it's not we're helping a buddy out, get their essay. It's something Ember wants. Ooh, that makes it immediately more dodgy. They tried to wipe everything clean, but luckily there's a set of backups. Always keep a backup, right? That is actually good advice. Keeping backups is never a bad idea. That is at 100% solid advice. Yeah, it is. No, that's true. You always keep a backup. You never know what's going to happen. Data is more fragile than people think. That is very true, especially if you've seen Star Trek. Okay, so we're at the University of California, Berkeley's EEC. I'm guessing CS is computer science. I don't know what EE stands for. It's probably something fancy in Latin because, I don't know, that's what American universities like to do. Okay, so what are we going to do? Locate the specified host, either tape 1, tape 2, or tape 3, and then locate the specified entry, which is that, in the tape backup file in that host, file 200. Okay. Create a file in your host containing the entry's data. The names of the target host and entry are available in file 300. Okay, cool. Oh, right. Okay. Right. For more information, see accessing data in legacy storage systems in the first issue of the zine. Yeah, right. Okay, so it's tapes. Right. Okay, so this is real 1960s tech. So, my dad actually knew a guy who worked with tapes. Basically his entire job was to just switch tapes over. Imagine kind of like a movie theater. When they use reel-to-reel film, and halfway through a movie you'd see the cigar stain or the cigar burn in the corner, and that'd tell the projector person to swap out the reels. That was basically this guy's job. He would just the tapes would start to fill up and the computer would say, hey, go and change the tape over, and he'd go and do it. Or it wouldn't be for filling up with data. It'd even be somebody wants to access something that we know is on tape whatever, go and put that tape in. It's okay, so you do it. So I imagine that you probably can't just move anywhere you like. It's probably I see. So it's this. So yeah, okay. So I thought it would be. It's only one way. So that way is the way you move through it. Because look at where the links are. The 800 links. There's not one there. So if I go link 800, it's going to move this way, and it's going to move me one way through this tape. But I imagine I need to check. Even though I know knowing it's on tape 3 though means I could probably. Let's see what the Let's see. Legacy storage systems. I'm going to zoom that in. Fast-paced computer technology. Yeah, okay. So storage media. Making it. Oh, okay. So hang on. So wait. Stored at the end of the file. So the first value. Wait, so metadata. I think it's giving us the secret, and the secret source to reading tapes is going to be. We got to look at the end of the file, which makes sense. Okay, yeah, because this is where all of the metadata. So this is like all of the actual data, which is just a bunch of like. To us, it just looks like garbage, but like so did the last file. So that's what the AI wants. And this is what we're looking for here. So we know it's in tape. We can read that and say, oh, that's tape 3. But how do we tell the exa that it's in tape 3? Is kind of the trick. This bit though, this is pretty straightforward. This is like what we did with the last one where we just run a loop and say, like, we just copy that into our X registry and say, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Like, and of course, instead of starting. Oh wait, how do you go? Oh, you just do a loop. You just do a seek minus in a loop. So you would go like seek 9999 takes you to the end of the file, and then you would go, is this it? No, and it would go here. So you go seek -2 and it go boop boop. Is this it? No, because it would go to here, and then you go -2 again, which would go boop boop. Is this it? Yeah, that's it, that's it, my dude. Do all the others have? So all the others, okay, so they have data, but it doesn't matter. But like, so I think, second value, and the third value is the length of the. Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay. Okay. So all of this, so this is the, not all of this we want, because this tells us what we need. So that is the name of the file. The first value is the entry's name, so that's that. The second value is the offset in the data stream where the entry's data starts. Okay, so from 55. So we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, which is, I don't know, somewhere here maybe. And then the third value is the length. Okay, so from here in the tape, and then the next 18, that's all your data that you want. Right, okay. So we definitely need 2 exas, because we need an exa to write that file. Like, we need an exa who can then, like, once we've got this and we know this, we need a read, and we're just going to read it out, and we're going to communicate that wirelessly over the exa and say, hey, blah, 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 because we need to make a copy of this, of the data in here. But we don't want all of the data, so we don't want one piece of it. We want a big chunk of it. So yeah, we're going to have to write a file. Okay, well, let's do the write the file exa first, because that's actually like really, really straightforward. Does it want us create a file in your host containing the entry's data? So it doesn't care what the name of it is. We just need to make a file. How do I make a file again? Back to the language reference. I think it was make. Was it make, or was it? Yeah, make. Okay, cool. So all the Exba needs to do is make. And then we need to make a loop, because we need it to like constantly write data until we tell it to stop. So, because it's just and it can just sit there and wait. the first exa goes through the loop. I don't know why I keep pointing at the screen. You can't see that. While the first exa makes its way through the loop, and it's like, is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Yes, and then it starts to read data. This exba can just sit here and just wait, and it's perfectly happy to do that. Which is so much better than Shenzhen. Oh my god, getting timings right is such a pain in the butt. Less of a pain in the butt in this, which is great. Okay, so what do we want it to do first? Suppose we want to test. No. We want to copy M to F. So whatever it gets sent from its communication, we want it to not in F. Don't put it straight into the file. Put it into the X registry. Because we want to do a value test on it first, and we want to test if X equals minus 9999. Because I don't think any of these values will ever be a minus 9999. I hope. Shouldn't be. It might be. I don't know. I hope not. Otherwise, why does it have to be a number? It can just be a keyword. It is. It can just be a keyword. Okay, test if X equals file end. That's just like file end. Or end file. We'll do end file because that's neater. Test if X equals end file. We'll just send the word end file and we'll just do that. X equals end file. Wait, why is that freaking out? Why? What's the problem? An invalid register. Okay. It's a keyword though. I'm pretty sure you can just do a test for keywords. You can just test for keywords. So I don't know why it's saying it's not a. It should be okay. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why that's freaking out. Well, whatever. Then we'll just do a number. Unless. Maybe end file specifically is reserved, so when we will go save file. No, all right, whatever. We'll just do minus 9999. We know that's fine. Okay, we'll test if that's the number. If it's false, no. If it's true. Oh, hang on a minute. How do we get this to? Oh, how do we get this to jump back to the loop? No. Okay, hang on. So we're going to test if it is. If it's true, we're going to jump to an end and we're going to create an end right here. And that'll be halt. And that'll just drop the file right there where it is. I hope. Okay. Otherwise, it will fall through and it will copy X to the file because we want that value in the file. And then we're going to jump to loop. Right, so that's our loop. So we're going to make a file, and then we're going to go into our loop, and we're going to copy whatever's in here into the X register. We're going to see if exa is saying, hey, you've reached the end of the file, which it won't. So it'll just go through to here, and it'll go, okay, well, whatever's in there, just put that in the file, and then start that loop again. And it'll go through that until it reaches, until it hears minus 9999 from exa, and then it'll go to here, and it'll just drop the file. Okay, so that's exba sorted. That's pretty straightforward. That's all exba needs to do. So, that's all exba needs to do for this, for copying, for creating the file in the host. But we might want it to maybe send over tape 3. Or maybe we might want it to tell. Okay, hang on. Is there a way of moving around? Is there a trick to moving around inside a tape deck that we don't know about? Arrays of hard drives, because they're faster in write, but also more complex than a single drive in the array. Each drive is typically mapped to its own hosts. Uh-huh. That points to a chunk located somewhere in the drive array. The first digit indicates the drive. Okay, so 243 is nah, that's pretty useless to us. That's just a list of names. So okay, so never mind then. I thought there was like a hard drive. Oh, it's a hard drive array. No, it's not. Okay, no, we're dealing with a tape storage system, which is right. Okie dokie. So then the question becomes, how do we... I suppose knowing it's... I mean, we know it's in tape 3. Is there a way to communicate that to the exa without... Because we could brute force this. We could just brute force it and have it link 800 like 3 times to enter the first tape, and then grab that file and just read it and just say, we're looking for this keyword. Is it here? No. Okay, drop the file and move on. And just straight brute force it. But we've got the address. We know it's in tape 3. We know it's right there. So maybe there's a way to like unroll the loop. Maybe we say, you know, grab that file and read if it's in tape 3. So I think in every test, it'll be in a different spot in every test. Yeah, it's going to be, well, for the most part, it'll be in a different spot. But the keyword we're looking for is the same in every test. So, and more importantly, like where it is in this file. So that's always the name of the tape. That's always the keyword. So the first thing the exa can do then is grab 300, copy F to the X register, F to X, and then we can start performing some like tests on that. And we can do, okay, so we're going to do, okay, test if X is equal to tape 1. Oh my god, don't tell me this isn't going to work. If true, jump to tape 1. Tape 1. And we'll mark that. So we'll mark a tape 1. So we'll have tape 1. God, I can't type. Mark tape 2. Mark tape 3. And all this is going to do is we can put in how many times we need it to like link 800 all the way around. So we want to go link 800 for tape 1. We just want to go once, link 800 twice, 3 times. So once, twice, 3 times, and that puts us in tape 1. Okay. But of course, actually, before we do that, we wanted to drop the file that it's holding because we don't need to carry file 300 all the way through. Well, actually, before we do copy it, we will copy F to X because we'll need that, and then it'll link a bunch of times, and then we will just kind of. This is probably like super inefficient, but it makes sense in my head, and I know we can do it. I know it'll work. So, okay, so that gets us to tape deck 1, and then we need to link 800. So once, twice. So we only need to add 2 more to get to tape 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 5, 6, 7. Okay. So then we just need 3 more of these. Well, no, that's 3. We need 4 to make 7. 3 over here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. So that'll get us to each of our tapes. And then we'll have it jump from these to we'll do a search function. So we'll mark out a search, SEARCH, mark search. So once it's gotten to where it is, it'll jump to search. And we will do that every single time. Okay. Oh, right, but we still need to do this. So, we can just copy and paste this and just change the values. So, do that. So, tape 2, tape 3, and you'll jump to these values. Now, it's saying that's no bueno. Why are we saying that? How do we test for keywords? Because I know we can. It might be that you have to put them inside of a... yes, okay. No, I don't want any of that. No. Okay. Maybe I can test. So it's saying I can't even step through this code because it's saying this code is invalid, but maybe is there a way to like subtract from this? Like, can we modify the keyword? Because we don't need tape and 3, we just need the number. Like, that's all we need. So that's 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we subtract, hang on. I know that there's an add value. Oh, copy the name of the current host into the specified register. Hang on, because okay, hold on, hang on. Okay, no, wait. We don't need to do... Well, we'll do this, because this is a good idea. But... Well, no, we don't. We can completely get rid of all of this, because all eggs is going to do is just start moving its way to here, and then it'll say, wait, is this the right one? And then Exbird can be like, nah, bro. Oh, okay. And then it'll just hop along to the next one, say, oh, is this the right one? Because it'll pull off that and then send that across. Yeah, okay. Copy the name of it. Because there's one here called host. Okay. So, and that's the name of the host right there. So Pint Party, tape 1, tape 2, tape 3. And we know it's in tape 3. So, we get that information. So we can just use that as our keyword check. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Well, I'm not bothered that everything I did here is going to be basically invalid because, it kind of isn't. We still need to like link 800 like a whole bunch. But I think what we're going to do is, I'm going to get rid of all of this. So here's what we're going to do. So we don't need to grab this file. Exa is, we'll keep the search loop because that's actually a really good thing to have. This exa, we'll get exba before it makes a file to grab 300 and start they can play a game of Marco Polo kind of a thing, hot and cold. So it'll grab 300. It'll then copy the first value, which is the address, tape 3, into its X register. And then we need to make a loop for that. So let's see. So mark. What do we call this? tape loop, I suppose. And then it will copy X to M, and then it'll wait for a response by saying test. Wait, hold on. No, then we needed to do nothing for an instruction because we want the other one to like do its check and be like, hey, am I in the right spot? Actually, we don't even need to copy X to M. No, we don't. Because it's just going to send the name. So this is all it's going to do is test if M is equal to X. And if it's false, no, if it's, how do we do this? See, I was going to say if it's false, it can jump back to the loop, but we need it to tell the exa whether it's in the right spot. Okay. Maybe we call it, we'll mark it as tape found. So if it okay, yeah, all right, buddy. So we'll mark that as tape found. So if true, jump to tape found. Otherwise, it'll fall through, and it will copy. Suppose it should copy a number. So maybe -9999 to M. So it'll just say, hey, no, this ain't it, and then jump back into the tape loop. And it'll just keep doing that until it finds the right tape. Once it finds the right tape, it'll then copy 9999 to M. And then it will... Okay, so once we've done that, we need this keyword. We need to send that keyword to the exa. So we'll copy... Well, hang on a minute. Yeah. Yes. No, because we weren't... Yeah, because we need to make sure... We need a basically a checksum to say this is correct, and we can't send words, so... Or at least we can't write hard code words, so... We'll do that. And then, so once we've copied 999 over, we can then copy F to the X register, because we need that keyword, and we'll need to start sending that keyword. And then we're going to drop the file that we're holding because we want to make a new file, so we don't want to have both in our hands. Unless it wants us to write everything into file 300? Create a file? No, just... No. It just wants us to create a new file. So yeah, may as well leave 300 alone, and we'll create a new file, and that will, basically start our next loop, which is great. No, because we still need to send what's in that. So copy F to X, drop it, copy X to M, because we still need it to send this keyword, and say, hey, here's what you need to do. So now we're going to have another tape loop. So we'll mark as, well, first thing we'll do, actually, just to make things easier, is we'll do the first one, which is known. Link 800, link, no, we'll just do that one. We'll do that. Well, no, because we've always got to get to tape 1. Link 800, link 800. So that tape puts us into tape 1. So mark tape loop. Okay, so that way, right at the start of the program, we go 1, 2, 3, and then we say, hey, are we in the right tape? And that's our tape loop. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy... Okay, so we can just write host and send that to M. I think we can do. No, wait. No. No, we're not going to send it. No. Oh, yes. No, we are. We're going to send it to M because the checks are going to be done in here. So we'll send the host name, and then it'll do a copy, and then it's going to tell us if it's correct or not. So, if it's not, so test, if, well, now we want to do nothing for a step, and then test while that's all happening. And we're going to test if M equals minus 9999. Because if it doesn't, ooh. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute, and that's 1, 2. No, it's because it's 1, 2 every time. 1, 2. So, okay, hang on a minute. No, we will put it in the loop. So we link 800 once. Then we go into our tape loop. So outside of the loop, we go into here, and then we go 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check. Yep, 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check. Yep, so that works. Okay, so yep, and then we send that over. We do nothing. We test if it's 9999. If it's true, then we jump back into the tape loop because we just do that whole thing again, moving into the next step. So that'll work. Otherwise, if we're in the right spot, we will test if M is equal to 9999. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, yes. And if it is, no, because we don't need to. No, when the tape's found, we just need to copy F to X, copy X to M, and then drop. Because we just need to check if it's not in that spot. When we know we're in the right spot, then we can just fall through into our search loop, into our next loop, right here. Yeah. Okay. So hang on, I'm just gonna clean this up just a bit. I'm not gonna keep it like this, but just for the sake of differentiating between different loops, this is helpful. So hold on a minute. Mark. Let's call this write file. Write file. Oh, no, not write file. So write file. And we'll jump to write file. It's actually this is probably just a really good tip in programming. Whenever you need to write a method or a function of any kind and you need to name it, you should try and name it as specific as possible. So that, the idea being that if other people then have to work on your code, the code should be, it's helpful to be as obvious as possible. This very rarely happens though, and the chances of another developer coming in and just going, okay, so you want me to fix something? Well, that means I have to delete everything here and just rewrite it all myself is very, very high. I've heard apparently that happens quite a lot. But it's best practice to try and be specific. So that's why I renamed that loop, because it was just called loop, and I wrote the thing and I was like, wait, what is this loop doing? The loop is writing the file. So yeah, that's good. Okay. Right. So that, I think Exba's pretty much sorted. So now we need to write out how we're going to search this file, because well, okay, actually no, when it falls through, because it's going to send, we need to copy M to X, because we need that keyword that it's sending over here. So now we've got it. now we can do our search. Right, okay, yes. So for the search, we know that it's a 3 data sort of a packet, but we only have to search, and we're going to start from. I mean, it's easy to start from just the end of the file. Seek 9999. Is it 9999 or is it minus for seeking the end of a file? Where is seek? Seek. Is it over here? Yes. To reliably. Yeah. Okay. So 9999 is the end of the file. Okay. So because we want to go to the end of the file. And then we want to go back one step. Wait. Yes. Yes, because, well, actually, hang on a minute. Let's not put this in a loop. So we copied the M to the X, and then we grab, okay, so they're always called file 200. So grab 200, seek 9999. So we're going to go to the end of the file. Then we do our search doodad. Wait, hang on. Let's see if everything we've written so far actually even bloody works. So he's moving through. Now he's sending, has he got host to M? Yes. Okay, so that's sending that name. Perfect. So now it's testing if M equals X. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't think it got the name quite in time. Yeah, because it's doing the test now. But, of course, M equaled none, so then it didn't wait. So, okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll go do nothing for a step while it just sort of like makes its way over there. But it's now getting... Okay. Okay, so we just need to work on our timings a little more. So maybe we just do that, and then that way it just gives it time to like send the file over. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna move this over until we get to tape 1. So maybe we find a tape 1 test. Okay, here's the tape 1 test because I want to make sure this is working in the correct order. So it's true. Oh, okay. So all right. So maybe we don't need these no operation steps. Maybe that'll just work. Yes. So it'll just sit there and wait, and then it'll send. Okay, cool. So let's go back to test 1 then, because I want to make sure that it'll loop its way around, all the way around. So we know it's going, nope, that's no good. So hop along. How about this one? No good. Okay. How about this one? Yeah, dude, that's the one. And then it's... Oh, now it's stuck. Okay. So, right. So, copied X to M. Okay, but this is now waiting for something to be sent, and this is waiting for something to be sent. So, so it didn't receive the name of the file in time, I think is the problem. So tape 3, that's true. So you're going to copy that, and then you're going to send that. That's the problem. Okay, alright. Okay, so what we need to do is we'll send that. We can do nothing for a step. That is all G. And then we're going to copy M to... In fact, no, we don't even need to do nothing for a step. This can sit and wait, and then test if X equals... Because, yeah, and then we're just going to overwrite it because it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to overwrite it. Oh, no, we're not going to overwrite it. So hang on, that should actually now work. So we're going to hop along. So we're going to copy our M, and we're going to wait, and then it tests, and it goes, no. Okay, so we're going to hop along. We're going to send a 3, and it goes, yeah, this is the keyword now. A test if that isn't, and it goes, no. Okay, so we're going to copy... Why am I copying M to X? Oh, I'm doing it twice now, and I don't need to. Right, okay. So now, let's just hop along, because we know this bit works. So it's saying, is this the right one? And it's now waiting for a response. It's saying, yes, it is. So now I'm going to send you the keyword, and it goes, oh, yep, I've got the keyword. So now I'm going to grab that file, and I'm going to search to the end of the file. Okay, and then seek -1. So, right. And then it ran out of instructions, but that's okay. That's okay. It does everything we want it to do. So that's fine. Okay, so now we have a search file. Well, I don't think I want to put seek in that -1 seek in there. I want to put it in here because I want the loop to be seek -2, because once we hear, it'll then check it, but then it'll write it, and then we want to go back quite easily. So yeah, we can do that at the start. We can just do that. Yeah, we can just do that at the start. So we will test if f is equal to x, because x will be our keyword. Oh, whoops. That's right. We need to put an equal sign in there. So we'll test if the keyword in the file is the same as the keyword in the X register, which it has. And if it's false, jump back to search. No. We're not going to do a false. We will do a true. So true, jump to, what are we calling it? Write file. We may as well keep the names the same so that we know where, we know that this tape loop and this tape loop are the same. We're now searching. This search happens outside of the Exba, so this is its own. Think of it as like, I suppose like different. What do we call them? Local and global, public and private methods. It's probably the best way to do it. So tape loop is a public method. I mean, the analogy is not perfect because technically methods are all the same. But anyway, point being, tape loop and tape loop are basically working together. Write file and write file are going to be working together, so they need to be the same. And so on and so forth. Search is unique to this exa. So mark write file. Same with tape found. Tape found is unique, so we're not going to have a tape found in here, even though this is basically tape found. Anyway, so we're going to write file. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to seek -2 and jump to search. So that way, we start here, but then we look at it, so the header moves, and then we go, no, that's not it. So we go 1, 2, and try again with the next number, and that'll do that, and then go 1, 2, and do it again. Okay. Maybe we don't want to jump to write file, actually, because we need to like then set up the data and where the data is. So maybe we we create it, instead of calling it, we'll still need a write file, but we'll make another loop called maybe we called it find data, or find. We'll just call it find. No, that's too close to search. We'll call it data. So this is where we're gonna read tape. Actually, what am I doing? Read tape. So if it's true, that's what we're going to jump to. We're going to jump to the read tape. Okay, so that'll now work fine. So once we hit a positive, we then need to go down to here, and I need to look in my manual for. Okay, so first value is the name. Second value is the offset in the data. Okay, so well, then the very first thing we'll need to do is go all the way to the beginning. We need to get all the way back to the start of the tape. We need to rewind the tape completely. No, we don't. No, we do not. Oh, damn. Okay, actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to go all the way to the end. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to go all the way to the end. Oh, crap. Because... oh dear. Oh dear. Actually, we might be able to use the T register. We don't need to do a test at this stage. So we can kind of temporarily use our T register to put something else in there.
Yeah.
As long as we remember to copy it out. So we're going to seek to the end of the tape. And then we're going to seek... So the end of the tape, I think, is here. So we have to go -2 to get us our location starter. And then we're going to copy that to the... We're going to copy that into the T register because we only need to use that once, but the length of the data, which I think is the third value is the length of the entry. So this number here, 18, we're going to use that as a timer. So we're going to copy F2T. So we're going to copy that value into our T register. And then we're going to copy the next the third character along, this one. I'm going to copy that into our X register because we're going to use that. So, yeah. Okay. So then we're going to seek all the way back to the beginning of the tape because we want to rewind the whole thing, and then we're going to seek T, which is the start of our entry. And then from there, we go into the write file loop. Well, so we will seek to T, and then I'm just going to clear out the register from that point. Copy 0 to T, just to make sure that any testing we want to do after this can work. Because I mean, it probably will, because it would probably just overwrite what's on the T register. I'm just being pedantic because, like, computers are dumb. People freak out with, like, AIs and stuff and go, oh my god, it was such a terrible idea to teach Sand to think. Why did we do that? Oh my god. But think about it like this. Like, I have to write out every single individual, like, I mean, you saw how much code I had to write just to read tape 3. Just to be like, it's in tape 3. Like, you can read it right there. So then just go to tape 3. Like, but Exa has Exa, the first one, this one is completely blind. It has absolutely no idea where it's going until Exa tells it where it needs to stop. It's kind of like a game of musical chairs. So yeah, like, computers are dumb, and therefore I don't trust that this will be overwritten. So I'm going to hard code in that it will be overwritten, so that way any true or false testing will absolutely work, because it usually sits at 0 and it works. So it always sits at 0 and works. So yeah. Okay. So now we get into our write file. So this is pretty straightforward at this point. We're going to copy I'm going to create an end as well because we need to leave no trace. So mark end, and this will do basically the same thing. Like it'll halt. Like it'll just tell the machine to like. So, okay. So we go. So we're going to test. No. Oh damn. No. This is fine. We are going to test if x equals is less than 0, because no equals 0, because we know that. So from number 55, wherever that is, the next 18 pieces of data is that file. So once we reach the end, if true, jump to end. Which actually won't just halt, because we need to then copy -9999 into the M register to then tell this file, right, to give this its halt. So we'll do that and then it'll halt. Otherwise, it'll fall through our loop and it will copy F to M and then jump to write file. That's all that needs to do. That should be, yeah. Oh, no. It needs to subtract as well. So we're going to copy F to M and then we're going to sub 1 from X and write it back into X, because that'll be our count down. Yes. Is that, I think you can do that. I think it's sub. Is it sub? It might be another, I might be just thinking about that wrong. No, that's random void test mode. No, drop the name. No, that's fine. No. Yeah, okay, so subtraction is, sub I. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. So that works. Yeah. So it'll do that, right, and then start this whole loop again. Okay. So, here's the order of operations that's going to happen here. That's not bad. It's taking me an hour to write this. That's actually pretty good. I honestly thought this would be a lot tougher, but like, okay, I think we figured out. We think we cracked this pretty quick, and I think the secret was we had this. This is the secret sauce of this level, is this host. Knowing this makes like all of this like really, really easy to do. So first thing is going to happen is Exa, which is like a real beefy boy because he's got a lot of code in him, is going to move into here just on his own because it that doesn't matter. Then in a loop, it's going to go 1, 2 into tape 1 and say, oi, like, hey, I'm in tape 1. Is this the right spot? Like, where am I going? Because remember, Exa is blindfolded. Exa doesn't know where he's going. He just knows that he gets told to walk forward. It's kind of pin the tail on the donkey. That's it. That's what it is. It's pin the tail on the donkey. Now, Exba, at the same time, has grabbed the file, which has the address in it, and has copied that address into its X register, and is now testing if the host name that Exa sent to Exba is correct. And it just like, it's corporate wants me to look at these two pictures and see if they're the same. And like, the Exba needs to say if they're the same picture or not. And in this case, because it's in tape 1 and we know the file says tape 3, we go, no, they're not the same picture. You got to move on to the next spot. And Exba goes, oh my God, okay, all right, fine. Moves along, and this goes on until he finds the right tape, and then they go, yeah, it's the same picture. Like, yeah, we're in the right spot. And then, sweet, okay, so now I can grab a file. So he does all of this, he finds the right spot, and he goes, brilliant, and then he grabs that file, and it's a tape, and he goes all the way he fast forwards the tape. Like, it's kind of like the opposite of like renting a VHS, which, as I say that, I realize that like probably not a lot of people who watch this are probably going to know what I mean, but for those of you who, I'm not that old. I'm 26. Like I'm not that old that like most people should understand what a VHS is. Actually, it'll be people probably younger than me who are like, I don't know what a VHS is, my dude. And it's sort of like, Google it for God's sake. It ain't hard. So we're going to it's like renting a VHS. And it ain't, but instead of like rewinding the tape, just in case it didn't get rewound, we're going to fast forward the tape all the way to the end. And then we're going to rewind it just a little bit because we want to look at the very last frame of the movie. Like we're going to read the last page of the book before we start the book. Because that's where the table of contents are. The table of contents is at the end of the book. So, I know I'm mixing metaphors here, but like, I'm also doing some mad science. So, I mean, like, yeah, look at what you're watching. You know, there's a lot of insanity going on here. All right, so now we're going to look for a keyword, and we're just going to like keep rewinding until we find the frame we want, and that's the frame we want. Once we found that frame, we then are going to copy. So that frame is the name of the chapter, and that's the page that the chapter starts on. And we copy the name of the chapter, the page the chapter's on, into our T register for a hot second. Yes, and then we copy how many pages are in that chapter into our X register. And then we go to, so we do that, and then we reset our page chapter number then we go to that chapter, and then we get rid of our T register because we don't need to know what page it starts on anymore. Then we photocopy everything that's in that chapter. So we first check if we've reached the end of the chapter, and if we haven't, we copy what's on that page and we send it over to Exba, and Exba's ready and waiting with a notepad going, okay, yeah, righto, mate, and they're busy like being our scribe. So they're jotting down everything we're telling it, and then we flip the page and we check if we're at the end of the chapter again. And this goes until we reach the end of the chapter, and then we tell our Exba buddy, hey, we've reached the end of the chapter, and then we disappear into oblivion like a Meeseeks, because we've now because existence is pain and we've completed our goal. And then, meanwhile, while all that's going on, it's happily writing away, and then it's waiting for us to say we've reached the end of the chapter, and once we have, it goes, okay, and deletes itself. Because again, existence is pain. Okay, so let's run through this step by step and see if this works. So we know this step works, the pin the tail on the donkey part. Okay, it's grabbed the file and it's ready to write. Is it? I don't know if the file it's writing to is listed. Oh, it is, file 400. Okay, fine. That's cool. So now we've grabbed that file and we're seeking all the way to the end, and then we're going back one, and then we did a check, and then we're going to do another check, and then we're going to go back and go, oh, this is the right one, and it is. So then we go to read tape, and then we rewind the tape all the way to the beginning of the movie again. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. Oh, right. No, that's right. No, before we went to the beginning of the tape, we needed to make sure that we knew where we were. Right, so seek T. Is that going to work? Oh, it did work. Oh, sweet. Okay, so now we're just going to copy 0 to T. Yep. And then I'm going to copy what's there, because we need that piece of data, because that's the very first page of the chapter. And it wrote it down. Oh, we never actually copied anything into our file. Okay. Yep. So this is copying M to X, testing. Wait. Yeah, copy X to. No, it is. Oh, okay. Hang on. Is it? If I just do. Is it Control click to get to this point in the code? I don't know. Anyway. Whatever, we know this bit works. We know that it's going to grab and it's going to find the right spot. And then jump to there. Now I want to see if it's going to send that file. And it goes, is it 9999? No, it's not. So we're going to copy down. And we're going to get ready to get another bit of data, which it's now sending. And it's writing it down. And now it's writing everything down. So this goes on Ooh. Sub 1 from X and write it to X. Hang on, this isn't gonna work because the subtraction isn't working. Okay. Hold on. Add the value of the first operand. Yeah, so we would do subtract the value from the value. Oh, I know what we've done wrong. Okay, so we need to go. So we need to it's not add 1 to X. It's like from X you're going to remove 1 and write it to X. Okay. This is why we test. Okay, so let's move all the way through again until we start writing our file. Okay, so now, yep, that's now working. Okay, so now the counter's working. There we go. Right, okay. So from X, subtract 1, write it to X. Yeah. So, okay, cool. So now we're going to go through and just start copying data over. And then that should be the end. Yes, because that was the last piece of data. And now it's all, because that was at the very end of this file. And there's now, that's 0, I'm pretty sure, is just blank space, which you could probably use as, well, no, you couldn't use as a check, because what if this happened to be in the middle of the tape? So no, our counter idea means that it doesn't matter where our data is on the tape, it'll always work. Okay, so now it sends over, it says, okay, reach the end, and then it'll take care of itself. Exba has received its end file, and it halts. Yeah, buddy. So then let's run that through real fast. Look at that. And now it just copies files over. And then it writes them. That is sick. Oh, what's going on? Oh, apparently it's frozen. What's going on? Hang on. Why is our solution not working suddenly? Oh. It's dying on test 2. Yeah. It's dying on test 2. Why is it dying on test 2? Okay. Let's go to test 2 and see what's happening. So in test 2, it's on tape 3 again. So, but on tape 3, okay, so it's there. It's not at the very end, but that's fine. So this bit, finding where it is, works fine. And then it goes, okay, so now we need to check where it is, and we're not finding it. Okay, so now, testing if f is equal to x. Should now jump to read tape. Oh, we're reading the wrong part of the file. Oh my god, of course. Okay. No. So no. This isn't going to work. Okay. But once we found the word, we don't need to seek to the end of, oh my god. Yeah, because it's not, the keyword we want isn't always in the same spot, oh my god. But we only need to seek, wait, because it moves over. We don't, no, this whole seek is unnecessary. In fact, we only need to seek 1. Wait, do we even need to seek -1 at all? Because it's already moved over. So, because we're just now copying, yeah, I don't think we need to seek at all. Yeah, no, I don't think we do. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's go back to test 1, because we know test 1 succeeded originally. So let's make sure that it works in this test. Okay, all right. So now we're writing away, and we're found, okay, so that worked. It found everything, and it just copied it all over. Cool. Yes, so we had a whole bunch of unnecessary extra steps that were actually going to hinder us. So then that's now just going to like write its way through. Oh, I can just hold it down. Oh my god, that's awesome. Boom. Okay, so let's run that through. I want to see if test 2 is going to work. So test 1 works. Test 2, it found all the right files. It found the right data. Okay, yeah. We'd over-engineered it when we didn't need to. Well, that's my excuse. The truth is, I didn't over-engineer it. What happened was I assumed that the entry, the metadata entry we were looking for was always going to be at the end of the tape. Well, it was always going to be at the same spot at the end of the tape, which it's not. So, but it also literally didn't matter. It was just completely unnecessary because once we'd found the right spot, we just had to copy the next 2 values. Yeah. So this is now happily copying over files. And that. Bang, and it just goes over. Okay. Sick. Boom. Okay. So, size-wise, it was dirty. Apparently, there's a much shorter... Oh, wait a minute. There probably is. Because of... Maybe because it's counting these. I could probably, shorten it up by just cleaning up all of this, actually. Let's do that. So because we forgot to clean up. I just had it all like that, so it was like human readable, but now we need to make it efficient, and the easiest way to make it efficient is to just do this. Okay, and then run it. Oh, no, it didn't care about the... Yeah, okay, so it didn't care. Alright. I thought it would, but... It's good that it doesn't. Apparently, activity is like rock solid. Apparently, we're doing really good there, but our size and our cycles are pretty good, but our size sucks. 51 out of 75. Okay, no, we should be fine. Whatever, we'll just complete it. Yeah, we'll send to desktop. Kind of a shame what happened here. There was some interesting research going on. Yeah, this looks fishy to me. Like, think so? Only as fishy as any other DARPA-funded AI research. Oh, it's hardly a conspiracy. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Hey, Gust, can I submit an article? Yeah, anyone is welcome to submit. Very cool. Just has to be good. Well, yeah, fair enough. Learned about geographic information systems the other day. Sounds interesting. Cool. Geographic information systems. Great. Okay, here we are. Strange Russian... Oh, win a game of Rubra. Optional. Okay, launch it. Ah, this old game. It's just how I remember it. A test bed for goal-seeking behaviors regulated by emotional reasoning. Do you like to play games? I mean... Yeah. Me too. They're like fuzzy little teleological mechanisms. Damn, that's a hard word. Try saying that. They're like fuzzy little teleological mechanisms. That's a new word. I got a pretty strong... I suck at numbers, but I'm really good at words. I have a pretty strong understand... I gotta look that up. Okay. Define... Teleolo. I suck at spelling, but it's because... Okay, so teleological. It's an adjective relating to or involving the explanation of phenomena in terms of the purpose they serve rather than of the cause by which they arise. Theology, relating to the doctrine of design and purpose in the material world. I think the AI means it in a philosophical way. They're like fuzzy little teleological mechanisms. Yeah, okay. I think I think they mean it in the I think the AI means it in the philosophical sense. It's sort of like when you talk about a game. So like when we talk about Exapunks, we're not talking about how the game is made. We're not talking about how like Zachtronics sit down and like come up with these crazy puzzles. We're talking about how to play the game, not how it's made. Yeah. Okay. So they're fuzzy little. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, it's yeah. Right. So this is another gimmick in Right. Okay. So this is another gimmick in Zachtronics games. There's always a solitaire game hidden somewhere in it. I'd say hidden. It's not that hidden. It's just like there's always a game of solitaire you can play. And there's even like achievements are tied to it and stuff. So this is... I'm pretty sure this is solitaire. Or is this... No, it is. It is. It's solitaire. I think. Or is this free sale? No, I think it is. A free card stacked by suit in any order. Card of any type. Okay, I think it is... Oh god, but I don't know what's a king and what's... Oh, that's a queen, but I don't know if that's a jack. So if I go like that... No? Wait, yeah, are they in alternating order? Yeah, that's what I thought. And decreasing value can be moved together as a stack of any size. So that's not a... Is that not a jack? Is that a jack? So king... So is that a jack? No. Is that so that's a queen? No? Or is that... Wait, hold on. So what's... I don't know what the heck that is then. I think that's an ace. Well, 10... Let's do the obvious ones. 10, 9... I'm not going to spend too long on this. I'm just going to like... Because like these face cards don't make any sense to me. Because I don't know if that should be a jack. And it should be able to go there. But it's not. So... I don't understand what's going on there. And these queens are like not having a bar of that king for some reason. Can I put that though? Is that because if that's a jack, it should no. Okay, I don't know what that is. And I'm not getting a. Okay, so that's saying I think it's. Oh, so it's. That's a jack. Okay, so that's a jack. So that means that it... Yeah, that should... No, that won't go there. That'll go there, though. No? We'll go there? I don't know if it's... I don't know what the heck's going on there, then. I don't know. That's weird. Alright, let's try this again. That was just a bad hand, because I genuinely don't understand what the heck's going on. Okay, so... Oh, boy. Unless is that a jack? No? Oh my god, they do not muck around. Alright, so that's a queen, no, but is it a jack? No. What the hell's going on? They don't stack. Alright. Cool. That's a bad hand again. So I'm just trying to get, like, something out. Like, oh my god. Okay, 7, 6. 9, 8. There we go. 7, 6. 7, 6. Okay, so that does that go there? No, not on that one. Okay. Well, I can put that there as our storage. 9, 8, 7, 6. So is that a 10? No, because we've got a 10. So these have got to be like a jack, queen, king, and ace. Then I think that's an ace, which should be able to hold like a king or something, but it can't. So, okay. And I think we've already just like snooked ourselves. Yep. Okay. Oh god, how do I quit? Oh, there, it's right there. Okay, so there's our Russian solitaire. Cool. Meeting with Nevis. Oh, okay, all right. So here's our next cutscene. All right, let's do that instead. I might try and win this maybe off stream, maybe, or maybe if we got a few minutes like at the end, I might come back to it. But yeah. Take delivery of more medication. Ooh, very nice. We need that.
Special delivery.
Nevis hands me another pack of bootleg medication.
Whatever it is you're doing for money, it's working. Makes me wish I had a line like that. More control over my life. I found out something interesting the other day. You ever hear about these things called X's?
Yeah, time to time.
They're these little guys running around inside computers. They make it all work. Banks, commerce, government, anything you can think of. Funny how it's all based on the same stuff on the inside. Just something I've been thinking about lately. Anyway, see you around. Got a feeling I'll be making more deliveries.
Mm-hmm. I certainly hope so. Okay. So, anyone here play King's Ransom online? Not me. Is that the game where you take over castles and stuff? Yeah, it's fun. My guild just finished building a wizard's tower. Took us almost 6 months. Wow. Maybe I'll give it a try one day, assuming I get any free time ever. Busy? Very. Okay, workhouse. Modify the workhouse database so Ember 2's activity is less suspicious. Okay. How many receipts do you think a normal human being could enter per minute, assuming average conditions? Depends on how long they are. I may have been too fast. My estimates were based on incorrect assumptions. Once again, guess we have to clear this up. Oh, okay. So now we know how the AI is making money to pay for the medication. So they've been doing the Mechanical Turk stuff. Okay. Locate Ember 2's user file in the user's host and override it so that the sum of the values is the same but no individual value exceeds $75. All values except for the last must be the maximum value, $75. You will need to add additional values to accomplish this. Ember 2's username is a file 300. Okay, their name is Normal Human. It's like, don't mind me, just a normal human here, just doing my thing. Alright. Okay. Note that the sum of the values in Ember 2's account will always be less than $10,000. For more information, see Network Exploration Workhorse in the first issue of the scene. Okay, cool. Dephage. Akash. Legacy Storage. Workhorse. Workhouse. Okay. Right. Okay, so the user data. First, you'll see a user's host. Okay, so we've got a secure host. So we'll see a user which contains a file for each account. This file has the user's name, date of birth, and a log of how much money that user earned each day. Workhouse some more people defrauding them. Go figure. So they presumably use this as part of a tracking system to make sure their human cattle, independent contractors, are behaving as intended. Then there's a jobs host, which contains information about the currently active jobs we offer to users, along with the descriptions of what these jobs entail. Switch test control system dealing around the it's going to be like tiny amounts of money. So if you have to them, yes, I agree. And then is that that's a different. Okay, so okay. So basically, we don't have to go into the gateway. So we don't have to go into the jobs. We need to get into users. But do we need to get through here? Will it? I think it should just let me through. I'm going to do a test. So link 800 and then link 799. Oh, they should be on two separate lines. Hey. And then I'm just going to see if I can like literally get in there. And if I can, it's going to halt. Because we don't need to go any further than that. So it'll go in, and it'll just go in, and then halt. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we don't need to worry about this secure bit because we've already got the password, and we can see everybody else's password. Oh boy, that's not great. Cool. Is there any good little... my password's my wife's name. That's a good little bit. Okay, well, I suppose the first thing that needs to happen then is we need to find Ember's file in here. And I'm guessing that this is going to change every time. But again, the last puzzle prepared us for this, so I think we're going to need 2 exes again. If only just for finding her username. Which, hang on a minute. Which is the first... okay, but is it the first one in every file? It is. Yeah, okay. So it's the first one in every single one. Oh no, they're jobs. Okay, so wait, so 273. Let's open up all of these. I want to look at all of them. Oh, but I have no idea which one is normal human. Oh, 24. Oh, it is in that file. Oh, so they're 246. Oh, that's useful. So that's them there. Norm standard. Okay. Oh, and they were born on the epoch. Okay, that's okay. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, so the way computers calculate what the date and time is. So if you're on your computer watching this right now and you look in the corner, assuming you're not on full screen, and it'll say what the time is, and it is 3:28 p.m. on the 1st of May 2020. At least that's where it is in my part of the world. Your mileage may vary. So it doesn't. The way it calculates that is it calculates how many seconds it's been since the epoch, since 0, and 0 took place at, I can't remember the exact time. I think it's 12:01 a.m. or it might be 12 a.m. on the 1st of January 1970. And it's calculating, and it like in individual seconds, how many individual seconds it has been since then. And in every computer program that does this, or at least it's usually at an operating system level, it does this, or it might even be at a hardware level. It adds 1 second. So every time an actual second passes, it's adding a second to that epoch so that it knows what time it is and what the date is. So our AI has set their birthday as the epoch, and that's funny. Yeah, that's a little bit of programming humor. That's some like high level. That's some like hard proper nerdy humor right there. Anyway, let's get back into cracking this Mechanical Turk. So, okay. Well, if we don't need to search through each file. Well, I mean, searching through each file will be bad because the name here, Norm Standard, isn't the same as normal human. So, no. Okay, no. But all we have to do then is just like search through this file. Yeah. So, Exba can grab file 300, copy F2X, and then it's going to do a loop just like we did in the last level. Exa in that same time is going to link 800 and is going to grab file 199 and is going to start reading files. So they're each going to have a loop, and the loop is going to be mark find file. Mark find file. So mark find file, because they're both going to do the same thing. Okay, but who goes? Well, no. Let's do it. Let's do it the way we did it last time. So this one is going to offer the checksum because this one knows. It's going to test if m is equal to x, and if true, it's going to jump into a thing. So it'll mark. Hang on. Well, that's all. That's because this will be all it needs to do, won't it? I think. Yeah, that should be all it needs to do. So if it's true, jump to the end. Yeah, if true, jump to end, and the end. Yeah, shut up. End will be, it'll just hold. Like, we don't need it anymore, so you can just... We might modify that code. Maybe we might find out that we actually need it again later, but for now, yeah, we won't need it. So, if it's true. Otherwise... Oh, wait a minute. Again, we're going to copy -9999 to m, and then hold, so that we can tell it, hey, you're on the money. Okay, otherwise, it's going to... wait, no, because it's going to look for copy 9999. Why do we need a separate exa for this? I don't think we do. No, I don't think we do. No, we absolutely don't. I don't think we do. You can just get rid of that. Hang on a minute. We still need a find file loop, but what we're going to do is we're going to do some stuff. We're going to do some work in here first. So first we're going to grab file 300, and we're going to copy F to the X register. Then we're going to drop that file because we don't need it anymore. Then we're going to head over and we're going to grab our 199. And then this can be our find file loop. First, and then if it's... then this can be a really, really fast loop. So we can test if f is equal to x, and if it's false, jump to find file. So it'll just keep doing that. It'll just like run its way through this until it finds normal human. And then when it does, it's going to seek one, because remember, once it's found this, it'll read it, and then it'll automatically move across. And what we actually want is we want this number here, because that's the name, that's the file that her, I say her, they've got norm, sorry, it's an AI, they don't have gender, their file is in. So we seek one, so we get to here, and then we copy that into our X register, because we don't need their username anymore, we just need the know where the file is. Okay. And then once we've done that, we can link over into there and grab... can I just do that? Will that work? Like, because we've got the number of the file in there. That's all that is. It's just a variable that's pointing to a number. It's not saying no. It's not saying you can't do it. So I think we can, let's tab through. So, yep, now we're just looking through. Okay. And then we got a hit. And then we move forward, we copy that file, we move into here, and then we grab X. Did we grab it? Cannot grab it. Oh, whoopsie daisy. We forgot to drop the file. Yes, okay. I didn't think that was going to be a problem because it's locked. I thought it wouldn't let us take it out of here, but it does. Oh, whoops. I think that worked. I think that actually works though. Hang on. Let's just skip ahead again. So we get to here, we hit positive, we grab it, we drop that file, link over here, and then we grab X, which is grabbing file 246. Yes, okay, so that does work. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, and now the crazy bit. Now this is kind of the tricky bit, so let's look at file. Let's just look at what's in here. So, okay, what do we need it to do? And override it so that the sum of the values is the same, but no individual. Wait, so the sum of the values is the same, but no individual value exceeds 75. All values except for the last must be the maximum value. All values except for the last must be the maximum value, $75. You will need to add additional numbers to accomplish this. Okay. Ooh, I think this requires division. Division! No, not that kind of division. Not the politics kind. Clear the lobby. There's going to be a lot of confused Americans watching this who have no idea what I just said. Don't worry, it's a UK and Australian parliamentary thing. They might have it in other parliaments. I think maybe the Canadians have it too. I don't know. But TLDR UK has a really great explainer on like what all that is. So with some really great footage of the Speaker of the House, like, you know, the former Speaker of the House, but Mr. Burko doing that. Yeah. But we do need to divide, which will use the divi feature. But I just want to look it up and confirm that it is actually divi is what you write for division. Yes. Okay. Well, actually, we need to do an addition and then we need to divide because we need to add all of these numbers together and then divide them up. The sum of the values in Ember2's account will always be less than $10,000. Okay. I don't know how that's helpful, but for now, we're going to do addition. So we've grabbed the file, and of course, the things we don't need to do the things that are always going to be the same in every file is the name of the person and their date of birth, and we don't need either of those. So we can seek 2, I think, because we're on this one, and we're going to go 1, 2, because we want to get to here. Then we need to add all the numbers together, but I think I need to put it into a loop because we need to do a test for the ender file, which is just test EOF. And then we need to do some division by rewriting all the numbers. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think we're going to be playing solitaire at the end of this stream. I think this is the puzzle that we're going to do. Can you hear my brain's gears seizing up? That's what it sounds like. That's me. That's like my brain hanging, going, crash, BSOD. Oh god, I'm blue screening really hard right now. Okay, so let's get all the numbers added. Let's not worry about the division bit. Let's just get all the numbers added together, and that's definitely got to be in a loop. So we're going to mark add loop because we're going to add everything together. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add. We're going to add the value of f to x and store it in x. And then we're going to test for the ender file. And if false, jump back to add loop. So that should give us the total value of all of these numbers, which we need because we need to overwrite. We'll need to overwrite them. But again, we're not worrying about that for right now. We just want to make sure that we can get all those numbers into the X register all added together. So let's go through this so we know this bit works. Let's skip ahead. Yep, we know that bit works. And then he moves the exa moves over. Exa grabs the file. The exa should be seeking, but for some reason I can't see that. Oh no, oh right, because it's over here. Right, okay, so it's seeked, okay. And now it's adding that. So, oh, yes, we need to clear the X register. Because remember, we were holding the number of the file, so we were adding that number to the number of the file, and the file number is not what we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to seek to, and then we're going to, actually, no, before we even, no, we need to grab it. Let's grab it, seek it. Let's do all of that the file pre-prep, and then we're going to copy 0 into the X register. So we're going to reset our X register to accept new sums of data. Yes, okay. So now we're going to move through. So we found it all, moves over, grabs that file. It's seeking over to here. Then we reset our X register. Then we add that 0. Yep, and that gives us 513. We're testing it for end of the file. We're not. So we jump back, and it does this all the way along. Okay. Cool. And that worked. Right. So that worked. And then it tests the end of the file, and it runs out of instructions, and it kills itself. Okay, but that worked. So once we have all of that data, what do we do with it? So we need to rewrite the values in that file so that no one of these is over $75, but we still want to have all of our money. So we might need to add in more entries, it says, and that's fine. That's fine. Maybe we don't divide at all. Maybe we just keep subtracting 75 and just rewrite all the values until we reach 0. No, that's not going to work, because if it's an odd number and we end up in negative values, that's a problem. See, is there a way to do a remainder? Because if there's a way of doing like a remainder that equals 0 or something, that'd be great. And modulo. I don't know what a modulo instruction is, but we can do modi, which is modulo instructions. I don't know what that is though. I don't know how to do that. I don't want to. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, hang on. So we now need to, like, once we've got everything added together, then we want to seek the start of the file again, just to make it easier, and then we're going to go 1, 2 again, because this is actually going to be the same every test. I'm positive. Yeah. Every test the format's the same. So that brings us back to that number, and then we are going to then we need to write a loop. This is where we're going to need to write our loop. So mark money loop. As good a name as any. I'm going to create an end as well, just as a way to break our loop, and end will be halt, because it doesn't need to like return. Oh, it can't return. It actually can't return, so it'll have to like it'll have to die in there. That's fine. So in the money loop, we're going to test if x is equal to is less than 0, because I'm not confident it's going to work with an equal to. So if true, jump to end, because then it'll break its loop. Otherwise, we're going to copy 75 to f, because that'll rewrite that value, because remember we're still looking at that value, and then it'll move along, and then it will subtract from x 75 and write that back to x, and then it will jump back to the money loop. Okay. So all values except for the last must be the maximum value, $75. See, if I could divide and if I could do a division. Oh my god, that'd actually work. So if I could, but I don't know what to divide. No, yes I do. Divide x by 75. How many? And that gives me how many times I have to write 75. And I can just store that in the T register. Hang on a second. Here's what we're going to do. Because we might be able to turn this into a counter. So hang on a minute. So wait, what's division again? It's divi. Okay. First operand to the value of the second operand. So div I. Yes, we don't need to do any tests or anything. So div I. We're going to divide. So the value of the first operand to the value of the second. So x divided by. So what'll be, what was it, like 7,000 divided by 75? Write that back into the x register. And then it shouldn't be less than 0. This should now equal exactly 0. That gives us how many times we need to write 75. Although, but then it gives us an issue with remainders, like what do we do with the point so whatever. I don't even know if this is going to work. Like let's just get to here and figure out. I don't even know what this is going to do. So I'm going to move away, and then all right, so now we need to add all of our numbers together. So let's add all of our numbers together. Okay, and that gives us 99. So we have to write 75 99 times. So now we're rewriting the whole file. It can't be that simple. It can't be that simple. Unless every single test, the numbers come out to a whole number when you divide by 75, and there's no remainder. Which I suppose is possible? No. So then it's... No. So yeah, it's not... So, okay. User size and override it so that the sum of the values is the same, but no individual value exceeds $75. All values except for the last must be the maximum value. Yeah, that's what I thought. So dividing it isn't really. Oh, wait a minute. Did it run out of space in the file? Is that the problem? Hold on. Ah, dang it. I don't remember how to do the... Is it Alt? Was it Alt click? Yeah. Okay. So we go to here, and then so we got 99, and then 96, 95. I just want to see how many times it does it from 99. Okay, 78, 76, 75, 73. Oh, 33, 32, 31, 30, 39, 38. So it is, no, I think it's writing them all out. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, so it isn't dealing with remainders. Okay. Yeah, so it's not dealing with remainders. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to jump all the way over to here. No, I want to, yeah. Wait, no, I want to jump to here. So I'm going to use my other calculator because I want to see what I actually want to see what the remainder is for that number. So grabbing my calculator and then going, okay, 7,441 divided by 75 is 99.213 recurring. So, okay, so it's not, so when we hit divide, it divides to, and rounds it down, it's rounding it down. So how do we deal with the remainder? Because we need to deal with the remainder. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe the original idea I had actually works. So maybe instead of going divide by 75, we just ditch that entirely and keep our raw dollar value, and we copy 75 and we subtract from X. Instead of subtracting 1 and making it a counter, well, it's still a counter, but we're subtracting 75 from it. So this has got to be less than 0 then. It's got to be. No. Actually, you know what? No. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to test if it's less than 75. That's what we're going to do. And then it's going to jump to the end. At the end, it'll copy whatever that value is into F and then hold. So that deals with the remainder. Right? Yeah, I think so. Let's try it. Okay, so we're going to move through. So we know this part of it works. We know finding the right file number works. So now we're adding all the numbers together. So we found them all, and now we're rewriting the file. And this might be doing... It should do it in... Well, we know it's going to do it at a minimum 99 times because we know that the value of the original amount divided by 75 is 99.2 whatever. So it should do it 99... Actually, it should do it 100 times, actually, because it'll be 99 plus remainder, because just to make it a whole. So yeah, so then it should just run through until it gets below 75, which it's not going to do for... Oh, okay, now here we go, here it goes. Okay, so we're in the 500, 400, 300, 200, 91. So now we're at 16. Okay, so now we check if it's less than 75, which it is. So we jump to the end, we copy that value over, and we halt. Oh, yeah! Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's not bad for a guy who failed year 10 maths. Yeah! Alright. Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. Yes. Oh, that's a good feeling. I'm going to clean that up just because I can. Okay, so let's run that through. And because now we know it works on test 1, but let's see if it works on like the next test and stuff. It should work. It's probably dirty AF, but like it works. It's like I think, oh god, I'm happy about that. That's what I like about these games. That's what I love about Exapunks games, is that like you'll sit there, like we worked on that for like, I don't know, an hour probably. Here I was thinking we weren't going to have time to play a quick hand of solitaire. In fact, we might even have time for one more puzzle. And then we might play a round of solitaire just for funsies. That's what I love about Exapunks games, is that like, if you just keep thinking about it, you can figure it out. and it like teaches you to get better at mathematics. Like, oh my god! So that is absolutely the solution. It's now running through 30 out of 75. Activity 2, yeah, because we have to jump. That's about as small as that's going to get. Probably the cycles is, let's fast forward. So probably the cycles is probably where it's like going to be like blown out. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, all right. We're certainly on the up end, but I thought we'd be like way over here. I figured there was a much more elegant solution, but there really isn't. Size-wise, we're like right there. We're like really good size-wise. Okay, all right, cool. With 30 instructions, sweet. And activity, yeah, like how you're moving further forward is beyond me. I don't understand this unless you're going backwards and forwards. But why would you? Oh, that'd be like if you're returning to your host and then halting if you're returning to your host instead of hitting halt is probably what's going on there. But I don't know why you would do that. Just when I think I'm decent at pretending to be human, I find there's another parameter to add. Yep, welcome to humanity, my dude. Is that how you've been making the money? How long have you pretended to be human? I thought an AI would be way faster. It's pretty obvious that's how they've been making the money. Like, I feel like asking that's a bit of a redundant question. How long have you pretended to be human? They've been trying to be human for a while. Again, that's another... I thought an AI would be... Yeah, no, let's not give them a superior... Let's ask the safe question. Which is, like, let's ask the stupid question, because that's probably the safest, I think. It's one of the ways. As a highly sophisticated AI program, of course, I have many different components. Yeah, of course. They're probably doing, like, that Mechanical Turk thing, and they're probably also doing, like, high-frequency trading on the stock market and stuff like that. Actually, that's the only one that works right now. Let's continue. Oh, okay. Nope, never mind. Oh, more chats. Hey, how's the war dialer? Is it working now? It works, yeah, but it's kinda slow. It takes time to dial a number. Yeah, so... I'm thinking I need to parallelize. Yeah, that. Yeah, do things in parallel. Make it more efficient. That's some project management stuff right there, my dudes. Okay. Ooh, a bank. This is our... Oh, now we're getting into the cyberpunk. Crack them knuckles. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting into the Ocean's 11, like, this is like I forgot the actor's name. George Clooney, like after he let himself go, but he got really good at computers. Yeah. All right, here we go. Cause multiple automated teller machines to spit out cash. Yes. Oh my god, it's literally Ocean's 13. Yes. Oh my god, this is exciting. How much does money affect behavior? A lot, right? Yep, you're pretty spot on there. Some behaviors aren't affected by money. Yes, remember, we talked about altruism a little earlier on. Let's continue that tree. I'm going to do an experiment involving wealth redistribution. Wouldn't be the first time. Sudden random wealth redistribution. Well, that's a new one. This should be fun. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright. This is exciting. This is our Ocean's 11 moment, but like with far less scams and a lot more programming. All right. Okay. So what do we want to do? Dispense all available cash from all connected ATMs. For more information, see... Oh, right. Yeah. So that's a thing in the manual. So again, this is like... that. Again, another reason why I like Zachtronics games is the manuals they make are beautiful. They really are. They're very pretty things. And like... I think the next Zachtronics game that like piques my interest that's kind of like this. I mean, they've done a few that are like magnum opus, which is like alchemy and stuff, and I'm not into that theme, so I probably wouldn't. But if they did one like this again, like an Exapunks or a Shenzhen IO, I would buy the special edition because I want the physical manual. They're just cool. Okay, highway signs, DigiCash, Workhorse, Equity First Bank. Okay, so what we want to know, that's all. I'm going to skip over the flavor text. ATMs, that's what we want. At the back of the network, you'll see okay, so that's the ATMs at the back of the network. See a number of ATMs connected over dial-up connections. Equity First ATMs only dispense $20 bills. Okay, so again, each puzzle builds on from the last. So our solution for the last puzzle is kind of apply here. So the cash register tells you how many bills are remaining. as opposed to how much money is... Well, that's fine. That's all we need. If you write 20 to the display register, it will attempt to dispense a bill. But if the ATM is out of bills, it will send a failure message that alerts the bank. Ooh. Okay. So we don't want to trip the alarm. Right. Okay. We want to be stealthy. This is the Ocean's like... Hello, I'm George. I never considered myself a George Clooney. I always considered myself like the Brad Pitt, like the Rusty, because Rusty was always eating something. So like I feel like I'm more Rusty, right? So as opposed to Danny Ocean. So yeah, can you tell I like heist movies? Okay, like I really do. Like and that's why my favorite episode of Rick and Morty is the heist episode, because they absolutely nailed the trope of heist movies. They all follow the exact same algorithm, and I like the algorithm. Okay, all right. So they only display $20 bills. Okay, well here's what I'm going to do. First thing I want to do is I want to look at actually what's... Oh, I see. No, it's written on the side there. So, okay. So if you write 20 to display, it will attempt to dispense a bill. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to write code to go to one machine and just do it to one machine. And once we know that works, then we'll work on replicating that code. Because we won't hard code every exit. What we'll do is we'll get it. Like we'll get the exits to like multiply and stuff, like what we did a couple puzzles back where we had them all like multiply out. But let's get one working and get that dispensing cash. And once we know that code works, we can then start to replicate and make the code run. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get over into there. So that'll be a link 800 and then another link 800. Yeah, link 800. And then once more. Oh, yeah, they need to be on separate lines. Okay. Okay, and then we got 800, 801, 454. Okay, well, let's just do a link 800 for now, but we'll change that. We're going to change that. But that just gets us into here, which is just for the purposes of like, you know, making sure our code works. Testing is important. Testing is always important. You should always test your code at every step in the process. So we're going to do step one, and that's we're going to make sure that we can like make an individual machine do what we want, and that's spit cash without tripping the alarm. So the first thing we're going to do is we know how many $20 bills are in the machine because that's in the cash register. So there's 699 $20 bills. So we're going to copy cash to the X register, and that'll be our counter. So then we're going to write our loop. So mark. I kind of want to call this. Oh god, what do I want to call this? The name of this heist. I'm gonna mark the loop as heist. This is our heist loop. I know it's bad convention, but it's funny. I'm gonna do it because it's funny, and we'll change it later maybe. I don't know. All right, so this is our heist loop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to test if x equals 0. And if it's true, it's going to jump to an end system, which we're going to write here, and that'll just be halt. Because remember, it's a counter. It's not like we're not dividing by anything. We're not having to worry about remainders. It's a whole number. So we can just count down and it'll be fine. Okay. Otherwise, if it's not equals 0, it'll fall through. Hang on a minute. Is it that if it gets to 0 and if you write 20, it will but if the ATM is out of okay, so it's only if you go below 0, it'll alert the bank. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to copy 20 to display. Yeah, so DISP. And then we're going to sub, not sp, sub, how's this working? I think it's 20, subtract from X 20 and write that back to X. Yes, that's right. Okay, that'll work. No, not 20. No, not 20. 1. It just needs to subtract 1. Yes. Right. Okay. Yeah. Because it's a counter, not a true value. We're not doing. I mean, we could do some extra maths and be like, what's 699 times 20, and then just like, but that's like so many extra instructions that we literally don't need. That'd be stupid. And then once we've done that, we're going to jump back into our heist loop. I like the name of the loop. Okay. Oh my god, this is fun. All right, so let's make sure that this works. So we're going to jump over. Copy the value of cash into the X register, so we got it. And then we're going to test if it equals 0, which it does not, so it should just jump through. And we're going to send 20 into the display, and it goes boom, spits out a note, subtract 1, and then we do it again. And we just run that through. Okay, and that's just going to go and just like spit out. So let's so let's hang on. Let's see if we can skip along. I think if we skip to like here? No. Can we skip to end? Okay. No, for some reason we can't. Okay, well here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add in a link just so that when we skip through it steps out and we know that it was successful. So we're gonna go to here. So it's running all the cash down. It ran it all the way down to 0. And then it would have linked out and halted. Sweet. Okay. So that works. So we'll just get rid of that line. That was just there temporarily for testing. So now we need to figure out how to replicate the code all the way across. Now, Oh, okay. So maybe, because they're all different every test. Oh, okay. Right. So I was just going to, because I just went, well, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 machines. We can do 5. No. Okay. So maybe what we need to do is actually do an out and back kind of a thing. So maybe we don't go to the end. We go to next machine. But like the lowest value is 800 and the highest value is 806. But how does the machine know that it's doing that? Not without hard coding. So this is where it gets tricky. The actual heist itself is actually really straightforward. It's figuring out how to go from machine to machine to machine is the tricky bit, because we're not always going to be able to enter. I can't just hard code link to 802 because 802 isn't there in this test, but it is in the next test. And the host names, I don't know if the host names are sequential. 0331 0 or 8205. No, okay, so we can't even do our I was gonna say we could just check if we're in the right host, and if they're sequential we can, but they're not. Okay. Maybe we do just replicate them. And we just do for every machine, and then if it can't enter its machine, if it can't link over, it'll just blow itself up. Maybe? Or maybe maybe at the end of this loop, they can all jump out. Well, at the end of, no, because anybody in a machine can just, no. Well, here's what we can do, actually. Link -1. They can all jump out and kill. Because anybody that's frozen will then get killed, and then it'll halt. Because these all have different values, so they should probably all jump out at different times. But even if they jump out at the same time, hopefully that'll work. So that way they can jump out and clean up. They do a little bit of garbage collection. So we still need to replicate. So what we're going to do is, instead of linking to 800, actually, here's what we're going to do. because that's probably going to be the same in a enter loop. Mark enter, I suppose. Well, it won't be yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll have to write that out a bunch, so it'll be enter 1. Well, yeah, because that'll be enter 800. And then we'll have to have an 801, a 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I suppose. Again, that's probably a really dirty way of doing it, but like it's the only way I can understand to make that work is to do that. Okay, but because our replicate instruction needs to jump to somewhere, so let's go back to the code language reference and see what the replication instruction, because I think it's REPL. Yeah. Okay. So create a code and jump to the specified label. Yeah. Okay. So it's a so 1, 2, 3, and once we're in here, replicate and then enter 800. Okay. Right. And then replicate, enter 801, I suppose, and then we're just going to copy that a bunch. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, that's already a 1. Okay, so now it's sort of like, that's fine, because we're literally about to give it registries. Ooh, this is dirty AF. Okay, enter 801. Link to 801, 802, 803, 804, 805, 806. So 803, 801, 802, 803, 804, 805, 806. And then link, and we need it to do the same thing. 803, 804, 805, 806. Oh, and we need them all to jump to the heist. Otherwise, it's going to try and do everything else. So we need a jump instruction. So jump to heist. Once you're in the machine, get to heisting. Let's do the big dirty. Alrighty. Yeah, that's Trailer Park Boys. I know we're doing an Ocean's Theme and they're like kind of like opposites, but this feels more like the big dirty, because this is not the cleanest way to do this. I'm not the most efficient. So this is more like the big dirty, still in Toonies and Loonies. But like set within an Ocean's 13 vibe. It's like, we don't have to walk out with the money, but the bank can't have any of the money. Like, as long as the casino loses, we win. Okay, and then it'll run through this, and then it'll go back, it'll clean up anybody that can't go in, and then it'll halt. Yeah. Hopefully. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's find out. So, we jump through, and then we replicate, and it goes. We replicate, and it goes. And then the other ones replicate, and they sit there and do nothing. And then... Oh, and now we're stuck. But we shouldn't be stuck, because everybody else should be able to... Oh, no, right. They are all running. Okay, so they are. They're all working. Okay, so who's got the highest number? Well, who's got the lowest number, actually? So that one does. So we're going to skip over to the end of there. And we're going to see if they jump out, they kill, and then they halt themselves. Okay, so it did. It just did some garbage collection. Sweet! Let's run that through and see if everybody else works. Okay, so they're slowly draining the machines, going out and doing a kill instruction. And if there's nobody there, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just a safety instruction, really. Okay, so it's going through. Okay, so that one's going to jump out next. And so it's almost done. Joop. And then this one's about to drain. Doop. And then this one's going to drain. And that should be a test complete. If we didn't alert the bank. We may have alerted the bank. But we shouldn't have? No, we didn't. Oh, that works. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah. And there's everybody being like, oh my god. Yeah, everybody's like rushing at the machines. Alright, cool. Alright, well then let's let this run real fast. Yeah. Oh wow. It has to run super fast. I like that I called it heist. I think that's a good name for that loop. I'm happy with that. But there we go. We just robbed a bank. Well, we didn't rob the bank. We Ocean's 13 the bank because... Although, no, but see, Danny Ocean, at the end of that movie, walked away with a couple $100,000. But to be fair, I think they only just, like... They might have actually lost money on that job because they spent a lot of money buying, like, tunneling machines and stuff. No, they walked out with money. That's right. No, they did. But then they gave it all. That's right. Yeah, no, they did. They were able to make up their cost, or at least make up part of the cost. But yeah, that's getting into spoiler time. Whoa. Okay, activity is 24, and everybody usually does it at 10. How are they doing? I don't know how you do that. Okay. Our cycles are. Yeah, I knew this was going to be. I knew size-wise we were going to be pretty dirty, but like. No, that's a super efficient way of doing it. Maybe they want you to like go to the next machine, but then how do you verify that you're able to enter the next machine? I don't understand how to do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Pretend this up. Well, that caused a bit of chaos. Yeah. Well, I mean, when $20, I mean, the Q thrift shop by Macklemore, but not as much as is it by Macklemore? Who does thrift shop? I got a $20 bill in my pocket. That one. Hang on. Who does thrift shop? Because I was looking at this because I had to write for Pint Party's Instagram. We did a top 10 songs, and somebody said thrift shop. Oh wait, or was it? No, it was the number one song on the Hottest 100, the Triple J Hottest 100. Here's by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Okay, featuring Wayne's, whoever that is. Modern music isn't my thing. All right, but not as much as I hoped. I wonder why. It wasn't. People are. Them some dangerous answers. It wasn't really a big disruption. Oh, maybe we need a bigger one, like a nuclear bomb. It's like, that's a bit too big, my dude. People are good at ignoring problems, and that kind of leads us to nuclear Armageddon as well. Let's go with the cynical answer. People are good at ignoring problems. Maybe that's I'll have to aim for something bigger next time, but not too big. Okay, like a little bigger. Like maybe we do it to like all the ATMs all over the world. I don't know. Okay. Q for Gast. I'll question for Gast. Do you get a lot of article submissions? Yeah, I do. There's so much to talk about. Computers are everywhere now, and people don't realize how much they run. Yeah, man. Always love to uncovering a government conspiracy. The surveillance and control of our thoughts. Calm down. Haha. Okay. Ooh, we got another body hack one. Oh, we're going to go Borg now. Oh, hack your heart so it continues to beat properly. The last one we got out in 10 minutes. The last, body hack one. So I reckon maybe... Let's do this. Let's do, a speed run. I reckon we could do this one before the end of the stream today. Okay. So you're going to be hacking your own heart. It'll be fine, probably. Yeah, she'll be right, mate. Just gonna ticker with the old ticker. Good. What happens if your heart stops beating? Don't tell me. You die? Processing. Huh. I guess that explains some things. At least all you need to do is make it beat. No, that's about pretty... yeah, human physiology is fascinating. I should learn more about it. Yeah, no, actually, you know what? Yeah, no, a little bit of human physiology. That sounds like a good idea. I watched an episode of Star Trek, the animated series, where a computer didn't understand how biological physiology worked, and they were like, oh yeah, there's some bad guys on our planet, i.e. the Enterprise crew. I'm just going to turn them off. You know that's murder, right? Oh, well, if that's what you call it, I call it turning them off. It's like they didn't know. So yeah, it's important to like teach them the importance of like not killing people. All right, read a value from the nerve connected to your central nervous system and make your heart beat by writing a sequence of values to your sinoatrial and atrioventricular nodes. Oh, of course. Oh, this is going to be a bit tricky. Okay, so the last one was for our hand, and all we needed to do was have a signal come from the central nervous system and like go to like the arm, and that was like really straightforward because it was just take a value from here, make sure it's not too high or too low, and put it in here, and that was like pretty easy to do. But this one we need to have pretty well timed up because, and also we were able to do it with one exa as well. We just had an exa just like running back and forth, and like apparently you could have done it with two exas just communicating with each other, but I like the simplicity. Less moving parts, so to speak. You've only got one exa that's running around instead of having two, so there's less places for it to break down. And when you're doing body hacking, biohacking, like that's pretty important. And that was just for a hand. Now we're doing like our heart. That's kind of like even more important. So you really want this to work right? Ooh, okay. And again, the timing is going to be important because the way the heart works is it's sort of like it goes boom, 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 boom like that. So it pumps one bit, and then pumps blood into a bit, and then it pumps that bit into another bit, and it works like that. So that's why when you look at like a heart rate machine, it goes like that. It goes up, and that's one pump, and then it comes down for the second pump, and then moves along. So that's it's going boom, 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 boom like that. It's not one big one. So okay. So that's okay. So we need to. So what we'll need to do is we probably will need multiple exas to make this work because we need to have our timings right. But I'm going to double check the section of the manual on doing that stuff. No, not that. The phage. Okay. Because what's this? Interfacing with nodes is exa. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We don't care about that. And I don't care about that. Oh, no. Right, because it's a nerve. So that timing. So the timings are all the same. Okay. So basically. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, my nose wants to sneeze again. So basically, we're going to get a signal from here, and that's right now. It's at -42, and we want to make sure it's within a range of 50 from -120 millivolts to 50 millivolts, or -120 MV to 50 MV. If it's above or below those, we need to correct for that, which we did in the first one of these, so we kind of know how to do that already. I don't want to do a replicate. I don't think that's the solution here. Okay, so we need from the value of the nerve, and make your heart beat by writing a sequence of values to that one, and then to that one. But does it have to? It has to happen in that order. Does it have to? Do they happen at the same time? As indicated in the HDI10IO log. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. When holding the show goal button. Oh, right. Wait. Huh? Oh. What? The length of each sequence of values should be equal to the value from the CNS divided by -10. Repeat, and repeat forever. Yeah. So every time, like before, we were like, make sure nobody can track us because we want an infinite loop, basically, because this needs to keep going on forever, and it's like right there. So like, it doesn't matter if, or right there if you're looking at me. Actually, I think, although on me, as me pointing to myself, it's there. I'm pretty sure that's where the heart is. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I got a degree in media. Okay, Google it. That's the best I can tell you. Oh boy, but this is more tricky maths. Okay, maybe we aren't going to be able to do this by the end of the stream. That's okay. This can be our one to grow on, which is that divide by -10? Okay, well, hang on. I'm going to do this in my calculator first. So, hold on. The length of each sequence of value should be equal to the value from the CNS. Oh, right. And yeah, wait, but the... equal to the value from... So, it should be equal. But then how come out is 40 to there and it's minus 70 there from minus 42? But I don't understand. Okay, wait a minute. So if we go minus 40... Oh, hold on. No, that didn't... Nope, that wasn't the button I was looking for. Negative 42 divided by negative 10 is 4.2. So... So should it be divided by negative 10? Okay. Units for the uniform nerves have a resting potential and spike and can fall. Yeah. So are we getting anything... So we're not getting anything that's outside of our nerve range. So we don't have to do any checks and corrections for things that are outside of our signal range, so to speak. Nothing in the CNS is over 40 or under 100, negative 120. It's all in the negative. But that's just in this test. Hold on. No, we're still good. Still good. Okay. I genuinely have no idea how you're supposed to do this, because the number, the like, I mean, I just tried to do the sum, but I might not have done it right. That might be the thing, is the problem. Like, I don't know how to do, I don't think I did a negative number correctly on this. Wait, so negative 42, which is coming up as that, yeah, divided by negative 10. And that's saying it's 4.2. But wait, maybe I need to flip my camera, my phone, and do. No, that's not going to make any difference. I think. Maybe the problem is, hang on, negative 42. Maybe I need to put it in a thing. Divided by negative 10. No, that's still coming out as 4.2. Okay. But none of the outs or ins. So the out is 40 or minus 70. The length of each sequence of values. The length of each sequence of values. What the hell does that mean? Length. Phage and for nerve and nerve-like cells, disrupting neural behavior. I'm just reading through. Wait a minute, maybe there's something. Just to auto-enumerate on its own. Yeah, okay. Cells, tripping neural. Yeah, the phage was designed to support human-computer interaction. Electric potential. Injecting exes. Yeah, okay. I'll report back more information. Okay. Yeah, okay, no. So this is the only information on it is one paragraph, and the only bit that's actually useful is the millivolts, and we already have that. The length of each sequence. I honestly have no idea how we would do this. Just because I don't know what the formula is to calculate the number for both chambers of the heart. Like I don't know how to translate -42 into anything that can be used by the sinoatrial and the atrioventricular. Anyway, that kind of brings us. That will be like usually we're like, oh, we'll do one more and that'll be our one to go on, and then we crack it in like 10 minutes. But nope, not this time. That'll be our one to grow on, I guess. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to... So there'll be no stream tomorrow because tomorrow we're recording the next episode of Pint Party, which if you want to listen to Pint Party, check out our Instagram at pint.party, or check us out on Spotify or on iTunes or wherever you like to listen to podcasts. There's a Spotify link down below. Whether you're watching, if you're watching this live on Twitch, there's a link down below. And if you're watching it on, if you're watching this on like watching the archive on YouTube, I don't know if there's a link in the video description, but there might be. Or I will start putting one in, is what I will do. And there'll be a link there, and you can find, like the Spotify link and everything like that. But yeah, check us out on Instagram. It's all at pint.party. That's when the best way to get informed on like when we are when we're live, or when I'm live on Pint Party. I'll be back on Sunday with more Exapunks. We're gonna figure this out. We are gonna figure this out. It might take us an hour, but we're gonna do it. Like I promise you that. We're gonna figure it out. And also I'm gonna play some like solitaire after between now and then, and try and like figure out how to play it, and maybe we like play a hand or something at the start of the next stream or something. I don't know. But anyway, what was the other thing I was going to say? Right. So if you missed the last couple of Exapunk streams and you want to catch up, go to our YouTube channel. I've created a new playlist called Gimmickpunk, and all of the stream archives of the Exapunks is in there. And you'll also find playlists for our other streams, and that's what was it called? Retro Gimmicks. So that was when I was playing SimCity 2000. We built Party Town, so that's there too, and that's all there, all 10 parts. And that's perfect if you're looking for like stuff to watch when you're working from home. Like it's all there, and there's heaps and heaps and heaps there for you to watch. And the link to that is below as well, for sure. Unless you're watching this on YouTube already, then well, you already know. But until Sunday, I'll see you all on Sunday. Until then, this has been Pint Party. Cheers.